Jaguar Wright is calling out every woman who has ever worked with Diddy, as new claims emerge suggesting he may have been acting as an FBI informant. In light of these allegations, many high-profile figures who were once associated with him, such as Jennifer Lopez, Oprah Winfrey, and Ellen DeGeneres, are reportedly distancing themselves. The situation appears to be escalating, with public relations teams going silent, cameras turning off, and alleged escape plans being put into motion. As Jaguar Wright continues to name—
He said every room in Diddy's mansions were wired with cameras. And he had some of the footage, he had some of the pictures, and he displayed those in the lawsuit that came out. And this was used for blackmail material. They'd bring in these people. A lot of these people were also aspiring young artists in the music industry. And then these parties were sponsored by Motown Records CEO, Universal Records CEO. This goes all the way to the top. And so you get these people in compromising situations. The drinks were laced, the videotapes were hot. And then at the end of the day, you wake up the next morning, what did I do? And then they have compromising material on you. And then they can guide your career. They could kill your career, but they got you. And it wasn't just people in the music business. As you said, there were athletes, there were celebrities, there were politicians, people from the royal family. And we were also told by the former bodyguard that Diddy was an FBI informant. So
the first person on Jaguar Wright's hit list is Beyoncé, and Wright has been speaking out against her for years. She claims she's been warning people about the singer for a long time, alleging that Beyoncé wasn't just a bystander at the controversial parties hosted by Jay-Z and Diddy, she was actively involved. According to Jaguar, Beyoncé attended all of Diddy's parties alongside Jay-Z and, disturbingly, even witnessed some of the alleged abuse taking place. One victim has reportedly claimed that Beyoncé watched as Diddy and Jay-Z carried out their actions. Instead of exposing their crimes, Jaguar alleges that Beyoncé helped cover them up and even benefited from the resulting blackmail. Since marrying Jay-Z, Beyoncé's career has soared, with Grammy wins piling up.
Beyoncé, just as evil in your opinion? Has she done things you know of? Is it more Jay-Z in your mind? What is the...
I know a lot of things that shameless hat has done, but her greatest sin is vanity. And I'm going to say this about you now, baby. Everybody who knows you are dumb as a sack of hair. Truth is, if it wasn't for your singing and your dancing, you would have never been anything more than a shampoo girl in your mother's shop. You ain't got the common sense of a damn dog.
But that's not criminal.
Huh?
It's not criminal. Is there?
No. I'm going to get you there.
Oh, I see. She's just too dumb to know what she's in for.
No, she's just dumb enough to be down with whatever's going on.
Okay.
She's probably one of the most least empathetic people I've ever met in my life.
Jaguar Wright publicly exposed Beyoncé and Jay-Z during an appearance on Piers Morgan, where she spoke out about their alleged involvement in covering up serious crimes. In response, Beyoncé and Jay-Z reportedly sent a cease and desist letter to the show in an attempt to silence the accusations. However, they never followed up with a defamation lawsuit, something many find suspicious. Critics argue that if a lawsuit were filed, all the evidence Jaguar claims to have could be forced into the public eye. One user on X commented, "Funny how nobody has sent their lawyers after
What happens with exposures? You make yourself vulnerable to all kinds of attacks, seen and unseen. What happened to my friend? When he passed away, there was $250,000 on my head and $150,000 on his. But what if I had decided to go back with my head held low and said, Sean, I'm willing to play the game, and then found a way to get inside of him and move him around.
Platforms. The reality of the modern world is that pretty much everyone has a platform as long as they have something to say that other people want to hear. That's why we invited her on to be interviewed. The people making these claims have an audience with or without shows like mine. Well, Jaguar Wright unexpectedly made several serious allegations about Jay-Z and Beyoncé during that interview. As I said in the moment, they were not present to respond or defend themselves, but now they have. Their lawyers contacted us to say that those claims were totally false and have no basis in fact, and we've therefore complied with the legal request to cut them from the original interview. Editing interviews is not something we do lightly at a show called Uncensored. But, like the proverbial cries of fire in a crowded theatre, there are legal limits on us too. And we apologise to Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Another name closely linked to both Diddy and allegations of abuse is supermodel Naomi Campbell. For over 2 decades, Naomi has maintained a professional relationship with Diddy, even after facing scrutiny over her connections to known child predators Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. Her association with Epstein raised eyebrows, especially after she admitted in a past interview that she was introduced to him on her 31st birthday by her ex-boyfriend, Flavio Briatore. When asked if she was aware of Epstein's activities at the time, Naomi acknowledged,
Most people, especially this awful son, wanted me to be in jail. And I'm not saying what my behavior was correct. I think that everyone during this period of Terminal 5 madness was upset and irate. And I guess I just took it too far, maybe.
Naomi Campbell's long history of violence began in 1998 when she was convicted of assaulting her assistant. Since then, she's faced over 10 more charges for attacking staff and even spitting on police, yet has avoided jail, much like her close associate, Diddy. Just a year before the raid on Diddy's home, Naomi was found guilty of scratching a photographer's eye and received only a 6-month suspended sentence. Meanwhile, a resurfaced 1982 video shows Demi Moore, a longtime friend of Diddy, kissing her 14-year-old General Hospital co-star Philip Tanzini multiple times at his birthday party, sparking outrage over what
Louis is the greatest, and I'm putting in a buck.
Thank you.
Jimmy, I love you. Okay, one more time.
Maybe just because I love them all and I hope they all love me.
We do love him.
And I love them.
If you think it's for the publicity, you're out of your mind.
Absolutely, because he's one of my most favorite people.
How long have you been working on the show?
Almost a month and a half.
What's your role?
I'm Luke's new love.
And I'm Philip Tanzini and I play Jeremy and you're stealing my part. I'm sorry. We're moving on to interview number 2 here. Oh, okay.
Because I love Philip and he's the only one I love.
Do your interview already.
You got Ashton Kutcher in love with Mila Kunis on that 70s show. Then they break up for absolutely no reason after he starts hanging out with Diddy. Then he marries Demi Moore, who drained him of all the adrenochrome she can, and apparently he replenished himself by doing inappropriate things with her daughters. I'm glad. I'm sure you're glad.
The most heartbreaking part of Demi Moore's story is that she was a victim herself. At just 15 years old, her mother sold her to a stranger for $500. In interviews about her memoir, Demi revealed how her mother would take her to bars, letting men look her over and pay to take advantage of her. She recalled the painful memory of realizing that not only had it happened to her, but her mother had known about it,